Hi, welcome to Stitchity Doodle. I am Gail, the host of this channel, and I am joined by my sidekick,
Miko.
And in today's episode, I've got a handful of finished objects, but no whips today. I've got the last of the lovies to send off to Rose from Rose Likes Crochet here on YouTube, and she'll be sending them off to her local area domestic violence program called Wings. I've also got the last of the minis that I've made for my cousin for her daughter's school event. So if you're interested in any of these things, please keep on watching. All of the lovies featured in today's video is coming from this book, Snuggle and Play Crochet, written by Carolina Guzman Benitez. She is also the designer behind 1 and 2 Company, which is an amigurumi company. And I did not know that until I watched Cassandra from Craftably Ever After, also here on YouTube, and she had mentioned it, so I thought that was pretty cool to know. Today's first finished object is Roy the Rhinoceros. Isn't he so cute? So for this little animal, I used Yarn Bee Sugarwheel Cotton in Better Bee Blueberry, and that's for the lovey. I love this cotton in Pewter and Dove for the amigurumi portion, and Premier Everyday Baby in the color white for the eyes. I used a 5mm hook for the lovey portion and a 3.5mm hook for the amigurumi parts. I also used 12mm safety eyes. Oh, I forgot to mention the pink cheeks. This is, I love this cotton in Antique Rose, I believe. I will list everything down below in the description box. So for Roy, I believe I followed it according to pattern. The only thing I did differently was I added the cheeks and the whites of the eyes to give it that puppy dog look. Next finished object is this guy. I believe he's called the boy in the book. I'll have it linked down below in the description box. But I changed the colors and I gave him a little swagger hair looking swish thing up here to make him look like you know who. And I placed the head and arms in the corner instead of in the middle like my other lovies. And I've seen lovies made like this. Sometimes I'll have it where the arms are hugging the corner, which I didn't want to do because I wanted him to, you know, fly like he does. So for this little guy, I used I Love This Cotton in red, black, and antique cream. And for the sleeves on the arms, I used Premier Basix in the colorway Royal Blue. Now for this pattern, I believe I followed it according to pattern except for the hair wig. I think I pretty much just did my own thing. I just increased up until a certain point where I thought it would fit, and then I did the building rows, and then I just added this little swig because, you know, he's got his little signature. Yeah, you know who.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's do a little bit of a roundup of these lovies, shall we? First one up is the bear, the cat, the monkey, the giraffe, the puppy, Roy the rhino, and the you-know-who.
The you-know-who.
My next finished object is a seahorse, which I do not have at the moment because I already shipped it off to my cousin, but I will have a clip showing you up close what it looks like. So it's a seahorse designed by Fancy Llama here on YouTube, and she has a free tutorial here, and I will have it linked down below in the description box. And for the Seahorse, I used I Love This Cotton in the colors Bruschetta, and the other one, I don't know the name of the color. It was a ball of yarn that I had in my stash that was already used, and I had lost the ball band, so I can't tell you the exact color of that one. But I also used a 3.5 millimeter hook, and I attached a ball chain. I attached a ball chain to turn it into a keychain. And next finished object is this cute little bat. Now, this guy was meant to be sent to my cousin, but I forgot to add its eyes before I had closed off the body, and because of that I had to glue it in, and I don't feel comfortable enough to hand it off to my cousin for resale or for sale to a young person, because I don't feel comfortable with just gluing in safety eyes. If I'm keeping it for myself, then it's fine, or if I know it's going to like an older child, then I'd feel comfortable. But I don't know who it's going to if I were to give it to my daughter, my cousin. So it's gonna be staying with us in our little collection. So it'll be going on my my tree back there. So for this guy, I used Ice Yarns Lorena worsted in the color Lilac and a hook size 3.75 millimeter. Now, this pattern is designed by Crimson and Wool here on YouTube, and they have a free tutorial, and I will have everything linked down below. I gave it some pink cheeks, just whatever scrap yarn I could find in pink, and some scrap white yarn for the fangs. Now, you had to sew on the wings and the ears separately. Miko didn't do it. I ended up doing it myself.
I was at school. I came back home and it was sewn on. I would have done it.
She was too busy with school and everything, so I ended up doing it myself. Next finished object is candy corns, but not just any old candy corns. They're like zombie-ish, Frankenstein-ish. And this pattern is by Blue Rabbit Toys. Now this is a paid for pattern, and I will have her Etsy shop linked down below, which is where I got my pattern. And she, when I bought it, it was on sale for like under $2. It was $1 something. I bought the mini one, but because I use a size 4 yarn, it came out to about this size, the size of my palm. I believe it's supposed to be smaller, but she uses a smaller yarn, and I didn't want to use a smaller yarn. So with the mini and a 4-weight yarn, this is what size it comes out to, about the palm of your hand. So for this little guy, I made multiples, and I don't have the rest with me. This is my own personal candy corn. The rest that I made for my cousin have already been shipped off, and I will have clips of the different variations. I made a regular orange, yellow, and white candy corn, a pink one, a purple one, a zombie one, and I even made another variation of this. Because of the shape of it, I thought it would be cute as a Hershey chocolate kiss. And so for these little guys, I use Premier Basix in the colors white, purple, lilac, blush, taffy, and Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the colors kale, green apple, silver gray, hot pink, pale yellow, and Premier Everyday Worsted in the colors bittersweet and grenadine. I used a 3.75 millimeter hook and 10 millimeter safety eyes. I gave them cheeks and a mouth and a little bit of white around their eyes. Some of them have stitching to look like they're all scuffed up. And I just love I love the way that they came out. They're so super cute. Miko calls them a beauty sponge because of the shape of them.
That's what they look like.
And they're such simple, simple shapes. But I bought the pattern because I love the way that the designer had made the expressions. And I love that she made them to look like zombies and all scuffed up. And I just had to get it. And I'm super happy with them. And I love the different variations and the color combinations. I love it. Everything about it. I love it. The price, the pattern was simple and easy to follow, easy to crank out. The only thing I want to say is the color changes. So for this color change, I believe I did I think I might have did the slip and chain color method change. I forget, but just use your own color change method. Either way, it's gonna come out cute. It's all the way in the back and nobody really cares about that stuff except for the face. Next finished object is, whoops, these ghosts. Aren't they so cute? They've got a little top hat. I've made in different colors. I made a pink one, a purple one, and I also made a black one. But again, these were made for my cousin and I sent them off. But I had some time and some yarn and I wanted to make them for my own stash. So these are for me. But I do have a black top hat variation. And I will have video clips showing them up close. But for these guys I used Premier Basics in the colorway white, Lion Brand Basic Stitch in the colors purple and black, and Premier Everyday Worsted in the color grenadine. I use a 3.75 millimeter hook and 10 millimeter kawaii eyes. Their kawaii means cute in Japanese, and this is the kawaii style eyes. This pattern is written by Crochet Cuties Pattern here on YouTube, and there is a free video tutorial. And I love the way that they came out, and I just had to make them for my own collection. Did I miss the cheeks on this one.
Oh, I thought you purposely did that.
No. So in my up close videos that I'm showing you, you'll notice that the bottoms are different. So I changed it up where I gave it little ruffles and big excessive ruffles. I was just kind of playing with it to see which one I liked, but I ended up with this one, the medium ruffles. Not too much, not too little, but just right.
Gail and the three ghosts.
Last finished object is a frog, which I do not have to show to you here today, but I will insert a video so that you can see it up front. Now, for this frog, I used I Love This Cotton in the colors mint and bright teal. I used a 3.75 millimeter hook and 9 millimeter safety eyes. This pattern is written by Toys by Valerie here on YouTube, and she has a free YouTube video, so you can go and make it yourself. And I love the heart-shaped belly, and I loved the eyes. Now, the safety eyes that I used for the mini frog has a flat backing, luckily, so I was able to fit it in the small little area of the eyes. And that would be my tip for you if you're trying to insert a safety eye in a small area like a frog eye, like I did. Look for a flat washer in the back as opposed to a domed one. And I also flatten and melt the posts of my safety eyes in the back. So for the safety eyes for the frog, I used just a regular safety eye with ridged posts. And I also have the washer, but it is flat. It's a flat washer as opposed to one that's shaped like this. So see the difference? So I use the thinner one to attach to the back of my safety eye so that it could fit in the small little area that I had for the frog. And what I also do with the back of the eye post, I actually melt it with a soldering iron, I guess it's called. I don't know. They use it for like wood burning, and you have different metal tips with different shapes. I use one with a flat surface and I just melt it. I am currently working on a video for amigurumi eyes, and it will be quite extensive. I will be talking about all the different eyes that you can use for amigurumi, from felt eyes to embroidered eyes to safety eyes. And hopefully I will have another separate video on safety eyes, because there's so much to talk about with safety eyes that it designates a separate video all on its own. But stay tuned for that. And it's gonna take me a while because I'm trying to purchase all kinds of supplies for that video, and I just want to provide as much information as possible that I can think of to help you with your amigurumi projects. That's it for my finished objects, but I'd like to talk briefly, hopefully briefly, on my upcoming projects for next month, or the rest of this month if I get to it. I'm trying to work on project bags, sewing. If you watch my last video, I did discuss on why I am stepping away from crochet for the month of November. So if you're interested, you can watch that video, and I will have a link to it down below. But I bought some fabrics for some project bags, and I like to share them with you. So I have this, and this little zipper is going to be intended for a notions pouch. But I will hopefully have enough fabric. I think I bought 1 yard each. So hopefully I'll have enough for a project bag and a notions pouch, but we'll see. So because I have these small zippers already on hand, I figured I'd make zipper pouches with them. So cross my fingers. I haven't looked at dimensions yet, but this is my plan in my head at least. So this is fabric number 1. And these fabrics I got from Hobby Lobby. Here's fabric number 2. Super cute. It's like a little girl lounging on her beach mat. Love the colors. Fun, bright colors in that one. And this one, I love toadstools and mushrooms. I just find them so whimsical and cute. And I love the butterflies on this, and the colors in this fabric are just gorgeous. I'm attracted to greens, and so this, like a dark forest green, is just beautiful to me. And then the pops of the bright colors, just, it's so attractive to me. I love it. And so I'm super excited about this upcoming endeavor of mine. I haven't made a whole lot of project bags. I've made a few. Not a whole lot. I made a few.
You have like at least 4.
See?
4 or 5.
I know all of you are laughing at 4 and 5 because you're like, that's nothing. So yeah, see?
I think they're pretty big.
Well, they come in different sizes. I make them small, I make them big. But so my project bags that I'm trying to make this time around is going to... It's gonna be with amigurumi in mind, because that's what I make. I make amigurumi, so I'm gonna try to size it and make modifications or whatever I need to do in order to stuff my amigurumi projects in there. So stay tuned and see what I actually do to my project bags. But this is my other fabric. I love it. It's so modern. My taste in fabrics are very different. I have cutesy, I have floral, I have modern. I don't know, I like them all. I love all kinds of fabrics.
Yeah.
What happened to my, I don't have one for this. What is it? Oh, okay. So this is my next fabric, and this is my coordinating fabric. I'm thinking of this for the lining and this for the outside fabric, and this is the Notions pouch zipper. And I love florals. I love florals in all different sizes. So this is kind of like a medium size print. I like mini florals and I like large florals for different reasons, but that's the last of what I have so far. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna get to next month, but those are all of the fabrics that I have so far. I need to buy lining fabrics to coordinate with the main fabrics. And I also bought these little guys. I bought these little guys. They're like a little leather label, and it says handmade, and it's got a ball of yarn in the shape of a heart. I thought that this would be super cute to put on the Notions pouch. This is too small for the actual project bag, but I would ideally like to have some kind of label on the project bag, but if I can't find one that I like, then it'll just have to be plain for now. Or maybe I can always sew it on by hand after the fact, but we'll see what happens. But there's one thing that I'm going to be changing. So all of my project bags that I've made previously are all drawstring bags. Some of my previous project bags, I'll show you. This is one of them. Now this is it is the largest project bag that I've ever made. And this fabric up top, I found in the remnant section of Hobby Lobby. And I just bought some coordinating canvas fabric for the bottom. I don't believe I reinforced it with any what do you call that? You know, that fabric that you stick on the back of fabrics to make it thicker and stiffer.
You know, that other fabric, the thing that you stick.
But anyways, I inserted a lining and bought some coordinating fabric for the ruffle top. But this is a large drawstring pouch, and I like it. I like the size of it, but I don't like how it's tall and skinny. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it short and stout. So the shape of it is gonna be more rectangular this way as opposed to this way, if that makes any sense, for my zipper pouches. So all of my project bags that I'm showing you right now are all like this. They're drawstring type. But for next month, I think I want to try zipper pouches next time and see how I like that. So this is one. This is another. So you can tell I've got a project in here already. And this is one of my UFOs. So this fabric here was also in Hobby Lobby's clearance section, and I used the same canvas fabric for the bottom, and I like the way that I did the gusset. So this is the same gusset as the last bag that I gave you, because I like the way that it flattens. So when I take out my project, the bag flattens flat with straight sides, as opposed to, I think the other ones are like flared out. They're not rectangular, like 90-degree angles like this one. So that's why I make my gusset bottoms in this manner. So that's what I'm intending to do with my zipper pouches also next week. So, or next month. So when I flatten the bag, it's a rectangle, and I can easily store it flat like this. I like that. That's just my preference, and that's the style of project bags with gussets at the bottom that I'm going to be making. This is a smaller pouch. I have 2 of these because I had enough of the fabric left over. This feels like it might be reinforced. Interfacing is the word. I remembered. So this may be reinforced with interfacing. I'm not sure. It feels like it. It feels a little more stiff. So I made these small ones for my smaller projects. I make them in different sizes. I love the style of it because it has a little handle here, which I used cork fabric for. And this is pretty much my first time using cork fabric, and I love the look of it. And I love the feel of it. It feels nice and sturdy. And it's a drawstring bag, and I love the small little, it just looks so cute. Don't you think? But again, I'm not going to be making drawstring bags next month. I'm going to be making zipper pouches. But they have pockets on the inside on both sides, I think. Nope, only on one side. So this is my one of my UFOs. If you saw my very first podcast, you'll see it in there. But this is another project bag that I made. And then this one, this is made with, I believe this is flannel and the same canvas. And this time around I used webbing, cotton webbing for the strap. And this pattern, I will have information down below in the description box if you're interested in this pattern. But this is not the pattern that I'll be using for next month. I'm pretty much just kind of winging it and watching YouTube videos on how to do them. But I'm super excited because the usual zippers that I use are these that you can get at your local craft store. But I'm trying to step up, and I bought some zipper tape. And zipper tape, if you're not familiar with them, they're a little bit bigger. They come sold by the yard like this. This, I believe, is 5 meters. No, 4 meters long, I think. Something like that. Anyways, I bought them super long, and you basically cut them to whatever length you want. So there's no wastage, and I love that. I'm trying to be proactive about recycling, reusing, reducing, all of that stuff. Maybe not in everything, but whatever I can think of, I try to do my best. But I love that you can cut it to whatever size that you need, and you can customize your zipper pull to whatever which style that you like. And this is the one that I chose, and this is chrome. It's nice and shiny. It's nicer quality than this little zipper. So this is considered a size number 3 zipper tape that you can easily find at your local craft store. And if you can tell the difference, it's that much wider. This is a number 5 zipper tape, and this is a number 3, and it's wider. Now these are made for handbag making, and so I want to try that, and I'm super excited. It's gonna be my first time, so we'll see how that turns out. But I'm excited about my endeavors for next month. So if you're interested in watching project bags sewing, keep on watching and you'll see my adventures. So that's it for this episode. I hope you will stick around in the coming weeks and next month to see what I do with my project bags. And if I do have any other projects besides project bags, I will pop them in my podcast videos so that you can follow up with me on my crafty journey. But I'm trying to keep it away from crochet as much as possible, but my little exception is if I do crochet, it needs to be a UFO. So thank you for watching, and thank you for clicking like and subscribe and all of that stuff, for sharing and commenting. I enjoy thoroughly talking with you folks in the comment section, getting to know each of you, and I just appreciate all of you. So thank you for joining us. And until next time, have a fun, crafty week.